Hey, welcome back to Trek on the Tube. This was initially going to be a very short video, only about the San Diego Comic-Con announcements, but sadly we have to start this off by announcing the passing of Star Trek legend Nichelle Nichols. Now, look, I don't have any script prepared for this. Like, I have a script ready and prepared for the Strange New World stuff, but, as of today, as of, what is it, July 31st, I think it is? Yeah, that's it, July 31st, 2022. As of me recording this, look, I got nothing prepared. The news just broke. I think that a lot of people in the fandom are very saddened by this. She was beloved by all, beyond the fandom, not just within Star Trek, of course. She was a legend. She was, I don't even have words for this. I tweeted out a little something, and usually I don't tweet many words when I tweet about, people's passings, because I feel like it's not so much about, like, the tweet itself or the finding of the great words from the person. It's more about the deceased. But I don't know. I felt like I had to say a little something because she really did inspire. Not only did inspire just everyone around her, but she inspired greats to become the greats that they are. So, like, she has had a huge impact on everyone in this world. So, yeah, it's just very sad news. Yeah, Nichelle Nichols, may she rest in peace. May her family find peace in this time. And I guess we'll get into it. I guess we'll get into the San Diego Comic-Con news. Now, look, if I can try and find some sort of reason to stay positive during the rest of this video, it's that, Nichelle Nichols and her memory and her legacy and all the good that she did for Star Trek is living on, both in like a literal sense with, like, Celia Gooding playing Uhura in Strange New Worlds currently, but also in, like, a grander sense. Star Trek and its message and its ideals are carrying on, and I guess that's the good news that we're going to be talking about today, because San Diego Comic-Con is about continuing and honoring that legacy. So let's get into this. Let's go. This is gonna be a very short news video going over these San Diego Comic-Con Star Trek announcements. I mean, technically, I'm also late to the party here. Pretty much everyone has already covered this. But for the three of you that enjoy my takes, no matter how late they arrive, here we go. For starters, let's talk Star Trek Picard Season 3, aka the final season. Now, come on. We all knew this was the final season. We all knew that the show would end at 3. So Patrick Stewart said it himself when he when they first started talking about Season 1. He announced that he didn't want to go more than 3. That was enough for him. That was enough to kind of like conclude the story of the character. So, like, we knew this. We knew this. I mean, there was a moment sometime before the release of Season 2 where I started considering the show could possibly, perhaps, set up Soji or even Elnor to be in some way the legacy of Picard, and then have one of them be the main character for future seasons. But the remote possibility of that ever happening got shut down real quick with Season 2. So here we are. The final season approaches. Now, to be brutally honest, we didn't get that much new information. What we did get is a small character teaser with each main character from the season getting a couple of seconds of screen time. Oh, and this was paired with a very precise 2023 release date. For those that need a recap, though, let me just hit you with some info of my own as I show you the character reveals one by one. Season 3 will see the return of most of the main cast from The Next Generation. The season will act as a kind of goodbye to those characters, or at the very least, to their story together. You could even almost consider this 10-episode run The Next Generation Season 8 rather than Picard Season 3. The creative mind helming this goodbye is Terry Matalas, previously known for the 12 Monkeys TV show. Something I have recently started watching, actually, and I would highly recommend you watch this, especially if you're into, like, time loops, temporal paradoxes, just time shenanigans. Greatly recommend it. Terry Matalas is a name you've probably heard quite a lot of by now. This is because he actually came into the Picard fold with Season 2. As much as he gets blamed for Season 2, though, my understanding is that he wasn't very much involved with the development of that story at all. Anyway, the show in its third season will continue with its serialized format. This new season will feature a female villain that is a new Star Trek character, so we don't know who yet. The story will pick back up with Picard in a different place than in seasons 1 and 2. Matalas himself mentioned the Dominion War, so it's time to brush up on your Deep Space Nine. The last things I'll say is, although Data is gone and B4 is in a drawer somewhere, Spiner wasn't part of the actor lineup, but he is said to be returning in some shape or form, apparently. I do hope it's lore, so that we can kind of put an end to the lore storyline without needing to add yet another Sung character with Spiner's face. But I mean, that's just me. We'll see what they do. Maybe it'll just be a holodeck episode. We'll see. Star Trek is good with that. And then finally, Worf is looking like Worf. There's no redesign here. It became a whole thing online. Trust me. Just don't go down that rabbit hole. Oh, and then yeah, there's this last thing. I don't know if it's completely true, so don't necessarily quote me on this, but from what I gather, Raffi and Seven will only be in a very few episodes at the beginning of the season. But, you know, considering they're not next generation alumni, they won't be in this story. Don't fret, though. I'm pretty sure we'll be seeing them quite soon. I know a lot of people were very much fans of both Raffi and Seven, both as a couple and as individual characters. Look, I'm going to use this to transition into a second bit of news that we got. They announced that there will be more female-led shows coming in the future. Now, this is only speculation. This is only theory crafting. I talked a bit about this with Larry Nemechek and Starfleet Boy over in my Trek chat. But what we're thinking is there are 3 potential shows. Everyone knows that we're talking about the Section 31 Michelle Yeoh-led show that maybe will still perhaps be a thing in the future, but there's also very much a possibility of a 7 of 9 / Raffi spin-off, maybe a Fenris Rangers show, maybe just a Starfleet show, but that seems like a very real possibility. So if you're a fan of those characters, I'm pretty sure they'll be coming back in something like that. And there's also the Starfleet Academy show. They wanted to announce they have announced a Starfleet Academy show in the style of CW. They had CW writers attached to it at a time. We didn't really know where that was going and what they were doing with it, but it would make sense to have that be a Mary Wiseman, Tilly led show set in the 32nd century over with the Discovery people. Perhaps once Discovery ends, or as a transition, after when Discovery starts ending. So yeah, female-led shows. Safest bet is on the 7 of 9 Picard spin-off. Alright, let's move back along to tangible, non-speculative news. Lower Decks Season 3. For this show, we actually got a full trailer that I won't be going over in detail here, but I'm sure you can find a million other YouTube channels that'll do that for you. Look, it's just not my thing anymore. I don't want to do that. There's a million jokes per second, 1,000 references per second. It's overwhelming. Anyway, release date confirmed to be 25th of August 2022, so that's just a month away. Promo art for the season is a thematic homage to Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock. Not much more to say, honestly, apart from the animation, voice acting, and overall quality of the show seems to be on par with what we've already seen from the show so far. I do think Lower Decks will remain uncontested as the best show from this modern era with this new season. And all of this brings us to the last bit of news, the thing that people freaked out about the most. Oh yeah, that's right. The Strange New Worlds Lower Decks crossover. What? Yeah, that's right. Strange New Worlds Season 2 will feature a live-action crossover episode with Lower Decks. I mean, expect some time-related shenanigans. That's what I'm going for at the moment. So just to be clear, I don't know exactly how many characters from Lower Decks are going to find themselves translated into real life for the event, but each actor will be playing live-action versions of the character that they voice on Lower Decks. So for the moment, we have Tawny Newsome confirmed, coming in as Beckett Mariner, and we have Jack Quaid coming in as Boimler. Apparently, also, maybe Anson Mount let slip that there's an animated version of him that is very, very buff. So I don't know if they're actually going both ways. I think that would be really the most fun. Start animating some of the live action characters from Strange New Worlds in the style of Lower Decks, and then have some like Lower Decks characters be live action within like the universe of Strange New Worlds. I don't know. We'll see what they do. I'm excited. I'm sure it's going to be amazing. Everyone is so hyped for this. Alright, I'm going to leave you all with just a couple things that are kind of San Diego unrelated. Recently, well today, the same day as me filming this, Terry Metalis dropped us a sneak peek of what the Picard Season 3 theme is going to sound like, so enjoy. And also, I was running a poll on whether people thought Discovery Season 5 would be the final season. It came to my attention that it doesn't make too much sense to kind of like not announce that going into the season, so it would make more sense for them to announce which season is the final one before they start production on it. So anyway, most people seem to believe that Discovery Season 5, so the next season that's coming out, won't be the final one. That makes sense to me. Here's a news article that supports that theory, with Sonequa Martin Green actually saying that there have been no talks about the end game or like the end of the show so far. So yeah, people and fans of Discovery can expect the show to carry on for at least a few more seasons. Alright, that's it. The San Diego Comic-Con news has been discussed. Thank you so much for watching. My Strange New Worlds Season 1 review is coming soon. Like, subscribe, comment, share, hit the thanks button if you want to punctually help me out, and a huge shout out to all of the channel patrons. Once again, may Nichelle Nichols rest in peace. You've inspired so many. We love you, and live long and prosper.